is a bank in cyberspace. Monetary energy, core of the earth, doubles every year. Listen to my words. Selling doesn't hurt. Selling is absurd. It's like cutting off your wings, but you want to be a bird.
In today's video, I'm going to do something different that I haven't done ever, okay? But I do have some requests and some people did ask, so I thought, you know what, I'll give you a full list of coins I'm currently like heavily down. So this is this particular list, so I've just made this list with all the stars and everything. I don't usually have it on my watch list, so this isn't something that I do, but I've just did it for today. And I'll tell you my biggest losers and something I've been trying to explain to people. When I talk about coins, like, you know, altcoins, how altcoins, the cheaper they are, the bigger the risk they are. And not cheaper, the newer and cheaper, obviously, add together, the more risk. Altcoins are always higher risk than Bitcoin, and you'll understand this from when you look at this. You'll see I've got 28 coins with the heaviest losses, and Bitcoin is in this one as well. So you've got Bitcoin in there and Ethereum in there as well, but they are my least risk compared to these guys. These are my highest risk, right? But I do have some kind of a conviction towards them, right? So some people ask, like, you know, what would you do? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm actually topping up. So obviously, you know, these are the biggest losses, right? But I'm actually topping up. So I'm like trying to say, okay, I can't hedge. I've lost this much. What can I do? So I'll top up. But then if I only have conviction, if I only trust it, I'll put some in there. And if I have a good feeling about it, I'll put it in there. So some of this is based on fundamentals. Most of it is based on gut feeling. But as I said, this is just me, my own opinion. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not take any of this as financial advice. This is just me doing my thing, right? So what I'm seeing these discounts here, and I'm like, okay, we used to be somewhere around here, and currently we're here. So how much can I make? And I'm thinking, well, I can easily do a nice little, if I come to this one here, that's 100x. So I'm good. I'll take that 100x from this one. When I'm looking at this one and I'm looking at the all-time high and I'm seeing this, it was 13, right, 0.013, currently 0.012. Well, that's an easy 8-9x here. So I'll top up just enough to 10x this, right? I'll top up just enough to even 10x this is enough for me. So if I can do this, that's what I'm doing. I'm topping up on these, right? These are my biggest discounts I've got, and I'm going to be topping up on these ones. So I'm looking at this price and I'm looking at that price, and I'm like, okay, this is what it is. I can 6x this, right? So this is what this was. This is what it is now. Well, look at this. I can easily 8-9x this one, right? So this is the kind of difference I'm looking at. So have a look at the list. I don't need to go through all of them. There's 28 there. Not 28, sorry, there's a little bit more than 28 there. But what I'm saying is have a look at these and you'll understand, right? So these are actually the rank where they are. You can see some of my coins. This is crazy, right? Some of my coins, right? Where the hell did this come from? So this is not the one. I have no idea where these are coming from, by the way. Some of these, okay, so I've just noticed something. Some of these are not even selected by me. I have no idea how they arrived there. These are not my coins. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just going to go through this one more time while you're here. So at least, yeah, okay, that's fine. So these are some of the coins. So these are the coins, right? So what I'm looking at, I'm not bothered about looking at any of this. Ignore all of this, right? So these are, because it's been over 30 days, it's showing a 30-day change. Forget all of those. I can't even look at this right now. Okay, forget this. What we're looking at is this all-time high. And we're looking at this and we're saying, okay, we had 4 zeros, currently we've got 5 zeros. How much can we do? We can do a 10x here, fine, 10x here, fine, 10x. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking for all those 10x's, but right now is the best opportunity for me to buy them at a discount, right? Does that make any sense to you? So I want to buy them at a discount, and I'm going to put a buy order at the discount and then a sell order as soon as they hit these targets. So this would be my sell target, literally on the dot, right? So if it says 0.42, I'll put it on 0.41, bam, I'm out. So what I'll do is right now, this way I can say 8x, 9x, recover all my losses and balance myself out. So that's what I'm planning to do right now. Obviously, if I balance myself out or if I make some more, I'm going to take my initial out ASAP, because these are coins. I'll be honest with you, these are coins. A lot of my initial investment has not come out. So my initial stuck in there, Have a look at the list, right? These are my initial stuck in there, and have a look at the difference. So you can do the maths yourself, right? So I'll go slow, have a look at the difference. And this one was something I went in quite new, actually. So this one, I just went in. I went in because the price I'm seeing, okay, look, it's 2 pence a coin, or 2 cents, right? Which is like what, 1.5p a coin. Well, sod it, I'll just buy some and just leave it just in case, because I'm seeing a lot of hype around this one. So this is definitely a scam coin in my opinion, but I'm seeing a lot of hype, and this is one of the newest coins that I've just entered, especially during this bear run. So during this bear cycle, this is one I entered. This I entered a few months ago actually, but I'm actually currently down. As you can see, I'm down, but it's a long hold, so I'm going to hold on to that one. This has been really kind to me, I'll be honest with you. So now when I'm seeing it at these prices, I'm like, whoa, I'm getting 50-60% discount. I want more. So this is something I'm just topping up, right? This one I've never held, but I have gone in now, and I said, right, you know what, I'm looking at the discount, this is really good. Now it's not in a hype cycle anymore. So when it's not in a hype, that's when I want it. I want it when everybody's quiet about it. That's when I want it, and I see good future, because it is a blockchain and I do like it. So I thought, you know what, I'll jump into this one. This one I've been holding for a very long time, so it's a different story. In fact, I'm still up, so I'm not going to say what percentage, but I'm still up. Ridiculous percentage, right? So end of the day, that's another one. This is one I've been mentioning to a few people as well, and again, I'm up ridiculous amounts, so there's no point talking about this one. This one, you know, these are the gems that you can just hold on to forever and never regret it. I mean, something as little as £100, for example, or $100 will give you a lot back. So for me, when I entered a long time ago. I'm quite happy with these. I have actually taken some of my initial out, but ultimately right now it's just pure profit money anyway, it doesn't matter. So when I'm looking at VeChain, for example, I just recently realized how VeChain has went all the way up there. So I sold and I rebought again. So this is another one I rebought. These are new ones I've gone into, and I said, you know what, I'm seeing the discount. So if you look at this, that's a 10x if we get back to there. And you know what, when the bull run starts again, right, or when the momentum starts, so I mean, bull run's not over. When the momentum starts, this is something that might do a 10x again. If it does a 10x, well, happy days to me, right? This is one I've been playing around with. I don't hold it, but I buy it, and then whenever it pumps up to a certain level, I'll make 5, 10, 15, 20% on this one. So whenever I see a nice little discount, I do but pick it up, right? So right now I've got some discount, and then when it goes up to like, say 10, it goes to like 15 cents or something like this, or even more, I'll take my initial out and leave the profit there. That's what I do with this one. This one I got a whole bunch of them for free, because I used to hold a whole bunch of NEM, and I used to hold it all the way back from 2017. And then, you know, just dumped. It was one of those shit coins that I was like, okay, it's a project, it's a good project. They have a blockchain, fresh, everything's good, but they just didn't have anything going for them. So what I did, I had a whole bunch of them sitting in a wallet. And when they did the XYM symbol, I had a free airdrop. So I had 1-for-1, exactly, like, you know, 1-to-1 ratio. So I got a whole bunch of them and I dumped it, right? During when everybody dumped it, I dumped it. I've just re-entered now because I think the price is good. This is really good. I can do a nice little 6x here, so I'm quite happy with that. This one, I used to hold a bunch of them. It pumped. I think I sold around 30 or 40 cents. I can't remember. And I've just re-entered. So a lot of these I've re-entered, right? This is another one I've re-entered. This is another one I've re-entered. This one I'm just topping up, right? I'm topping up. I still hold a whole bunch of them, so I'm topping up on this one. This one I'm topping up, so kind of disclosing my list here. I hold a bunch of them. I'm still in profit, so I don't really mind because I bought it when it was like even less than that, pennies. This one I'm holding, I bought it at 0.04 cents. I'm still holding on to that. It doesn't make any difference for me. I don't care how high it goes. It's a good project and I believe in it, so I'm keeping it. This is a new one I've just re-entered. Again, I played around, I did my part, I came out, took my initial out. Right now I see a discount, I'm in there. I see a nice little discount here, I'm gone in there. This one I never believed in, now I do. I think it's legitimized itself, so it's there. This is one I've been holding for some time, and a lot of people don't even know about this. Imagine Dogecoin, right? Imagine Dogecoin, right? At once upon a time. Well, think about it this way. Grin is like the Dogecoin, right? But it's just sitting there. No, when it hypes, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. So I just picked up a few, and I just thought I sat there. This one, I've played this about 4 or 5 times, and right now I saw a nice little discount. I thought, you know what, I'll go back in again and I'll just do this. So what I'm doing is I'm building another portfolio if I haven't already got it, so I can climb up again, right? So when I'm seeing prices like this, right, from here to here, I'm like, ooh, that's a 10x, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for these 5x, these 10x, right? If I could do this, I'm happy. So what I'm doing is I'm topping up as much. And it does, remember, the thing is, the idea is, it could be as little as a tenner, it could be as little as 100 quid, whatever your budget is, right? And you're just making money. This is just money making, nothing else. You're just making enough money back so you can then put it into wherever you want, right? Do whatever you want, right? So, you know, these are stuff like I'm still holding. And in fact, this whole list you're seeing here, guys, let me go back from the top. This whole list, if I don't have it, I'm picking it up now. And if I do have it, I am actually topping it up, right? So, you know, there are most of them I'm actually topping up. There are a few new ones in there that I'm buying because I see there's a great opportunity just before the run starts. And then basically I'll carry on. So like this one I've been holding for donkey's years, right? So, you know, there are some that I'm holding for a very, very long time. Others basically very cheap. You know, you just got to give them some love. This one I'm holding for a very long time, since the launch. So, you know, I'm always going to be up on this one. Doesn't matter what happens. So it's one of those ones like, you know, got it at pennies and still at pennies, right? So it doesn't matter. Some of them I'm at loss. Like, for example, this one I'm at a big loss. But, you know, when I see it at this price, I said, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to top up on this one, right? So I'm topping up on this one. And as I said, some of them are new. This is a new one so I've stayed away from this for a very long time. During the whole hype cycle, everyone was hyping it, pumping it, I stayed away. Now I'm re-entering. I'm like, okay, now I see the market is going to be flipping. Let me go back into this one. This is Blockstacks. I've been holding for a very long time. I told you how Bitcoin has the smart contract functionality already, and this was the company responsible for building the smart contract functionality. Others basically, you know, some of them are new, some of them are old. This one I didn't even buy. I'll tell you, this is a funny one. I didn't buy this. I mined this. So I staked a whole bunch of Binance coin on Binance, and they launched on Binance, and I ended up getting a whole bunch of them for free. So I'm just sitting on it, free money. So that's one of those, right? There are others that I see interest, like they might not have any fundamentals, I don't really care, but when I see companies like Coinbase Ventures and everything investing in companies like this, well, I want to be a part of it, but I don't want to be a part of it at this price. I want to be a part of it at around this price. So if I can do this, you can see that's easy 5x there. So those are the kind of things I'm looking at, right? You know, like this one, Coinbase is invested. In fact, it launched on Binance. So Binance launched this, Coinbase invested in this. You see two biggest exchanges really pushing for this, and at that time it was around $4 or $5, right? I got some for free because, again, you know, like when we go to mine on Binance, like not mine, but if we stake and we support the program, we get a reward. So I've been holding on to this for some time now. So again, for me, it was free money, you know, but right now I'm topping up. This is the one that popped up all of a sudden one day, and then it was like $2 or $3, and it was like God knows how many billion by that cacao company, and we talked about it a few months ago. I never picked it up. I just sat there. I said it has potential, but I kept on seeing the price dropping, so I never picked it up. Now I've gone in. I said, right, now I want this. This one, massive hype. Trust me, social media was exploding with this, right? But during that time, we were sitting at $4 or $5. Well, guess what? Now is your opportunity, because it is a good project, but I wasn't prepared to pay the higher price. So now I've got an opportunity. Boom, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to 6-7x that. I'm happy, right? So this is the kind of a strategy. Engine is a different story. I'm a big believer in that. That's a different story. Matic for me is a different story. Matic I played around with. I've you know, in and out. I've done that. I think Matic has a good future, so this is why now I'm going to be holding a stash of Matic just in case in the future it starts. But this is going to be my 5-year holding portfolio, so it doesn't matter how many. I just want a bunch of coins. I'm not looking for the money here. I just want how many coins can I own in the future. If it does make a move, then I want to know that I've got this many coins that I can mess with, right? Wazirix is exchange coin. Again, it was high. Now I see cheap discounts. I want to pick up some more. This one I'm already holding, but I'm just going to top up a little bit more. This has massive future. Holding, I'm going to just top up, just top up more. This one is my accidental token. I'm topping up more because this is a gangster. I'm topping up more. Is for me, whatever I top up now, even at this price, it's just going to average out to some ridiculously low price. So even if I bought at this price today, trust me, it will be equivalent to less than half of this. So I might as well pick up as much as I can. It's a really, really good project, I believe. This I mined a few, so I'm holding on to this. I might top up. I haven't topped up this one. Again, a lot of these coins, by the way, guys, I didn't buy them. So this was accidental. Okay, I didn't buy this. I got this as a staking reward. I got this as a staking reward. You see what I mean, right? Some of these coins, I got a lot of this for staking on, using 1inch. So as a 1inch customer, I got a whole bunch of this airdrop to me, and then I topped up a little bit more. So that's how I even ended up with some of these. This is a really good project that I'm looking into. It's on the Binance chain. I'm looking into this. I think this has got good potential. I'm just holding. Haven't seen anything great, fascinating yet, but it's a good project. Have a look at the project website. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I just decided to go in now. I said, you know what? It's coming in. The price is good. Let me, even if I could 3x that, it's not a bad deal. You can see why I'm holding on to this. This I was holding on for a very, very long time. I did sell a whole bunch of them at a slightly higher price not so long ago. But I just thought, you know what, I got to re-hold because it was a good buy and it was a good investment. So I thought, right, good return on investment. So I thought, you know what, I'll pick up some more and just hold it. It doesn't matter. I'm just holding a bunch of coins. That's it. Quite bullish on this one. I like the project. I think they're going to do really well. And from here to here, as you can see, that's an easy, clear 4x. Well, that's what I want. Even if I can 1x this, I'm happy. So that's what I'm doing, right? So some of these coins, as you can see, Unify I got for free. So that's another one I got for free. That's another one I got for free. So yeah, some of these, look, even though if I got it for free, I'm topping up, right? I believe in that. So I'm topping up on that one. I'm still holding. And actually, even at this price, I'm still up. I'll be honest with you, on this particular one, I'm still up approximately, I think 4x, 3 to 4x. I'm up 3 to 4x on this one. So for me, I'm still, even with this dump, it didn't matter. I'm still 3 to 4x. I'm trying to top up some more. So the target is now this. And if I can, that's what it is. You average out, right? Because I'm 4x. Even if I buy it here right now, or say 3x, just for the sake of it, say, no, 4x. If I average down, then it will be half the price of this. My buying price will be half the price of this, while this is the price today, right? You see what I mean? So this is, sometimes you've got to average down and then just top up if you believe in it, right? You all know I talked about this one. I believe in it, so I topped up more. This one I'm holding. Actually, I haven't topped up anything. I am considering to top up on this one. I'm going to top up a little bit more on this one. I'm actually down on this one. This is a exchange token. I think it's got potential. We might really get there. This is UMA, which is something that nobody really talks about. But yeah, it's one of those coins that you just hold and just leave it. They don't talk about too much. But anyway, listen, I can go around, talk about all of this, but have a look at the list and then you'll notice something. This one here. Now this one, after it dumped from here, went down here, I decided to pick it up, and I think at that time it was about 25, 26 pounds. So I decided to pick some up, and I said, like, you know what, I'll pick some up. And I remember I told you, and I kept it true to myself. I said I'm only going to buy one. So I only bought one of this just for the sake of it, just to keep my promise. And if that one goes back to this, then I'm a happy dude, right? I said just one. I never bought any more than one, just one. These were higher back in the days. Now the prices come down, so this is why they're really good. This is a good protocol. I'm hoping to make some decent rounds on this one, at least 10x on this one. So I'm just going to buy and hold. I have previously lost a lot of money on this one. This is a bad boy. If anyone can afford it, pick up a few and just sit on it. Trust me, it's got some good value attached to it. Same with this one. If DeFi comes in back into the market, well, when DeFi season comes in, this is the king, right? So you want to be in this one. This is different, privacy reasons, whatever. Again, DeFi season, this one will pump. If it's not DeFi, it's not going to pump, right? This one, obviously, top 3 coin, so that's a different story. And then obviously you got the lowest risk, right? Which basically, again, anything on this list you see, if I don't have it, I'm getting it. If I do have it, then I'm topping up. That's what it is. It's, you know, this is the list that I'm going to be going through. Well, I've literally just shown it to you because there's too many on the list for me to go through, guys. But this is what it is. You're looking at that opportunity. You say, okay, when the market does a recycle, starts moving back up, what can we expect? So it's a risk. These are high risk, but the rewards are 10x, XYZ, whatever, right? I mean, for example, if we did BTC and we go back to here, we're looking at 1x, right? So from here to here, we'll 100 times that. So sorry, 100% that. So that's all we're getting, nothing more. From here to here, 1x. You know, from here to here, 10x. You see what I mean? So these coins are higher risk but higher return. These ones low risk, low return, right? Hope that kind of makes sense, and we'll continue on to the BTC charts for today, and let's see how things look there. We're looking at the market today. We can see the market is now at 1.3. So we had almost about $100 billion re-enter the market. But this is what I'm quite curious, right? I mean, I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking there was money probably already sitting around somewhere. God knows what's happening. But somehow yesterday we had this mega candle, and I'll show you the candle in a bit. It took us and it pumped us higher. Yet the total market cap, total market volume is at $76 billion, right? So it doesn't make any sense to me. BTC volume is very low, but we're still 3.6% up. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses, but we're up. Right? Just doesn't make any sense, right? You know, everything is. The price, like we had a pump. I do understand we had a a 2,000 pump, or it was a 3,000 actually. We had the 32,000 and we went all the way to 35, right? That's what we saw. Pumps are there, that's fine, but just didn't make any sense. It's like the volume's not here. We can see, all right, maybe we had a bit of bullish volume, but what was going on, right? Nothing makes any sense, right? This whole thing, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, even this one, right? So we had a high of this, we had a low of this. If you look at the difference, it was only like, you know, about $100. How did we get an 8% pump in there? Doesn't make any sense. How did we get a 24-hour 8% pump? I just don't understand. How is that 8%? It doesn't make any sense, right? Unless market cap right now is broken. So a lot of this thing just doesn't make any sense. I'm just not finding, I just don't understand what's going on. I've tried to refresh, do whatever. Doesn't make any sense, right? I've gone to CoinGecko, same story. So have no idea what's going on right now. But I want to show you some fascinating stuff on Bitcoin, right? So remember, so we're using the BLX chart. So this is the entire thing. And remember, I did this this kind of a trend line. I said, right, as long as we don't break below this, and we did break below, and we said, okay, let's see what are we going to do. This is fascinating. This is on a weekly, by the way. This is on a weekly. On a weekly, what you're seeing is this candle, this one candle on the weekly. Right, let me zoom in a little bit more. I mean, you just got to see this. This is beautiful. This is what we like. This one candle, right? So we had a bearish week, right? Everything was bearish, touching. It went down, and as you can see here, the bulls said, no. We are not letting you go down below this line. So it's been brought back into the wedge. So if everything goes bullish, then we could see a lovely little action very soon, which will give us a few more of these weekly candles and bring it up. So I think there's going to be a lot of resistance, but the best part is it's still moving upwards, right? So the best part is we're still going upward, regardless whether we go hover around like this, do this, we're still moving up every day, every week. We're moving up, right? And these are weekly candles until we finally decide to go up, right? So everything looks very positive. I'm quite happy when I see this kind of stuff. Makes me so happy seeing that we've got this long trend, right? We've got this mega long trend. Where did you have it from? From the May 2020, and this is the trend that was broken, and currently the trend is back on, right? It got taken back up again. So we love that. We love that. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. This is the longest chart I've had. And what I want to do today is adjust one specific line. So you know I don't adjust my lines normally, right? I do want to adjust one specific line, and this is the line that I want to adjust. This is the line I want to adjust, right? So what I want to do is just by adjusting this line, because we have a trend forming here, and we do have, you know, we've got touch points, perfect touch points, right? So we've got a lovely little trend line here that we can observe. So there's no point me keeping the line in the median range anymore, because you can see that I've mentioned this before as well. Each line is actually very relevant, and we did do these lines months ago, and you can see how we were holding support on these lines, how we broke it and then found resistance here, how we're still finding resistance here, right? But now we have this one area where we don't have much. Actually, we do have, so I can put a brand new line here. This is surprising. Check this out. We have a brand new line here. So there's a brand new line along this particular area, which is going to show us some resistance. So we do have that. We can track that, which is not a problem. So we know as soon as we break this, break above this trend line, we're going to find resistance here if we do go up. So yeah, I mean, just one line here to be added. And I am going to try and clean up the charts a little bit. But yeah, this one, I've just left it there because it's for reference. It's one of the longest chart we've had. But I want to show you more stuff as well. Okay, leave that. This is just me. So you know the chart I did yesterday? I've been working on that chart, doing a few more data points basically, and analyzing where we could actually end up. And I was looking for these. So this is different. This is not similar to these box ranges that we do, right? So we do box ranges and we say, okay, this is a resistance, right, on here. If I did a box here, if I did a box on the bottom, I would say this is support. But this is slightly different stuff. You've probably never seen this, right? So this is how we take a trend line and we take an average of two specific trends. So we have an existing trend and then a new trend, and we put them both together and we come up with this pattern. And in this pattern, it actually becomes a range. So it's like a trend within a trend, right? So I've just been working with this, and as you can see, I've got the other patterns here as well, right? So this is the top of the wedge. I've got that as well. So ultimately, we need to re-enter this zone, and the reason I've colored it this way is because this is green zone, means we're not going to have too much resistance here. We are going to have a lot of resistance here, and this is what's going to be holding us, and we're going to be seeing a lot of volatility around this area. Okay, and if we don't, we could be surprised where we might get a candle that shoots us and takes us all the way up. So it's a different style of doing it. No one's ever done it like this. This is my own unique style. It's custom, one-off to me, basically, how I understand it. It's not something everybody would understand, but it's just where I do certain things sometimes. But it's same chart basically. So I was looking at all my highs and lows as well. I'm just trying to find these mini locations. So as you can see, within the trend, I found a mini trend line forming. So I said, okay, if this is the mini trend line, what can we accept, right? So within the next, so these are hourly candles. So we can see within the next few hours, we're bound to come and bounce on this line, confirm that, and then move back up again. And once we break out of this range, then we're going to be testing out the top of the wedge. But I'll show you more about that in a second, right? So this is where we've got the wedge and everything, right? Let's just keep it there. So remember, we did the changes. We did some color changes the other day, right? Actually, I did more color changes. So let me take you on the other one. There we go. I wanted to make a nice and brighter one. So I hope this chart, so compare this chart. Please let me know in the comment. So this is the same chart. If you like this color scheme, the first color scheme, or the second color scheme. I'm hoping the second color scheme, because I know a lot of people have been complaining about the Fibonacci. So now what I've thinned the Fibonacci's, right? So these are the, thinnest you can ever get. There's, just basically numbers and a very minuscule line, right? That's what I've got. So I've changed the Fibonacci's, I've changed the background, I've changed the colors of the wicks so you can see properly, and left it there. So what we want to show is how. So this is the zone where we're in. So remember, this is our greater wedge. So the orange line is the wedge, right? These are mini trends, which we broke one and came above. These are mini trends going upwards. We can see that one as well. The green line here is the mega trend line coming all the way back from 65, right? So you can see that. And this is a line, imaginary line, that we're hoping to make. Right, so I hope you understand. This is a line, it's an imaginary line we want to make, right? So this is not a valid line. This needs to confirm, so we still got more battle left. And this is what I'm basing my analysis and what I did on this particular chart here. So when I'm doing this, I'm actually working based on this chart. So it's not the same chart, it's a different chart, but I am working based on that. And I'm saying, like, okay, if this is the pattern, what do I expect? Where can I expect the problem? So kind of like a prediction, without calling it a prediction, because I don't want to say exactly as predicted, because there's no point. Right, so what we've got here, we can see that the Fibonacci's are acting as support. So we had a lovely, so you know, this is the Fibonacci, this is where we bounced off. So this was subjective. This is not a thing. So this is not subject. From where I placed it to here, this is subjective, right? So this is what I want to explain, sorry. And then you've got the trend line holding as support, right? You've got micro trend line being formed here. This was a zone, but this was a Fibonacci zone that we were expecting to see action. We are seeing this action. We can see clearly at the Fibonacci 0.5 level, and you can see the line just dots come from here. The Fibonacci 0.5 level is exactly where we're facing the current battle. And, you know, it's just beautiful. So if you look carefully, we're not far from this area. Once we enter this area, we're very close to these trend lines, right? This particular wedge trend line, we're very close to this. But again, if you're going to get too excited, don't. I doubt we're going to actually hit these lines yet. I've got to, because we do have a massive resistance here, right? So I doubt we're going to hit this today or tomorrow, but we just want to see these higher highs, right? You know, we've had all these lows, we want to see high, and this is actually kind of a neckline. As you can see here, this is like a neckline. So if we break above 35,600, we should be entering into this zone. And the beautiful thing about this is, you know, forget your heads and shoulders, forget everything, right? Let's get back to the basic. The basics are very simple. Even if we do it from here, the basics are so simple, right? And we know what this pattern does. You know, we all know what this pattern does, right? So this is something that we're basically seeing in a mini time frame, which is very, very good. Also, let's move over to a larger time frame, so you can see what I'm seeing on a larger time frame. Pretty much almost the same thing, right? Let's have a look at weeklies and see what the weeklies are showing us. I mean, weekly, you can see last week's candle. So this particular candle that shot us up, that was a very bullish candle. That is a very, very bullish candle, right? So this is the bullish candle that says, okay, we need to go up. This is where we are now. This is since I don't know how this is working. This is just crazy, but we are going to be bullish on this particular week. That's what I can say. Monthly, not so great, so I won't really bother with the monthly. Actually, to see the monthly, we need to see it here. Give me a second. Let's have a look at monthly here. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Let's have a look at monthly here. Yeah, monthly not that great. Weekly a lot better. Weekly a lot better. And daily, you can see in the daily, you can see that this. Okay, this is funny. Check this out. Weekly, we get a candle showing very bullish. Daily also showing bullish, but look where the resistance is. I mean, you don't make this thing up, right? You can't make this up. Look at it. If you look at the daily, we're facing resistance exactly on this line. How crazy is that? How crazy is that, right? So this is where, you know, this is the lowest we fell below the line. As soon as we fell below the line, the people came in, you know, the whales came in, brought it back up. Now we're trying to get above this. If we do get above this, this would be our resistance zone. You know what? This is just awesome. This is the type of stuff I like. Now, looking at the dominance, you can see the dominance is hovering up and down, up and down. Remember, every time dominance goes up, altcoins take a shit. When the dominance comes down, altcoins win, right? So that's what we're looking at when we're looking at this kind of stuff, right? Dominance. Other than that, guys, I hope this video was informative. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on another one. Adios, amigos.